Вы знаете, это интервью для меня было особенным по ряду причин. Во-первых, Микаэль Стив является фотографом беременности новорожденных детей, довольно успешным в Германии. Он проводил мастер-классы во многих странах мира. И он, безусловно, привлек мое внимание, потому что не так часто встречается среди ньюборн-фотографов мужчины. Второй момент, вторая, наверное, необычность этого интервью в том, что я его впервые брала на английском языке, и я заранее прошу прощения за мои какие-то косяки и ошибки. Ну и третье, место, где было проведено это интервью, это был Таллин, Эстония. Там проходил ньюборн-фестиваль, и интервью проводилось в максимально полевых условиях. Интервью дальше будет на английском языке. Довольно сложно было найти какой-то способ, как его перевести, и у меня нет такого опыта, если честно. Но у меня есть для вас подсказка. Вы идете сюда, нажимаете на субтитры, и дальше автоматический перевод. И дальше вы можете слушать интервью на английском языке, но вы будете видеть внизу перевод на русский язык, который предлагает нам YouTube. И обязательно досмотрите это интервью до конца. Во-первых, вы, я надеюсь, кайфанете так же, как и я. Мне очень нравится образ, стиль мышления Микаэля. И когда он мне сказал о том, что обычно я высылаю заранее своим спикерам примерный список вопросов, чтобы для них не стало что-то невероятным сюрпризом. И мы встретились до интервью на завтраке в отеле, и он говорит, ну, у тебя довольно какие-то такие типичные, банальные вопросы получились. И на самом деле в интервью мы отошли очень сильно от какого-то сценария и пошли очень сильно в глубину, в бизнес, в образ мышления, в том, чтобы нужно диверсифицировать немножечко свои усилия. В общем, там будет просто невероятная кладезь такой информации очень глубокой. Я надеюсь, что вы кайфанете от этого. А в конце я поделюсь с вами также своими инсайтами, потому что, несмотря на то, что некоторые вещи, с многими вещами в мышлении Микаэля я согласна, но все-таки есть некоторые особенности, которые я могла бы оспорить. Поделюсь этим в конце.
Thank you, Mikael, for this meeting. I'm really was looking forward to meet with you. And, you know, maybe we had a conversation before, and you said that you are in photography more than 20 years. And now you're making maternity and newborn photography. Tell me your story. That's so uncommon, so untypical, sphere photography for men. Tell me how you start your maternity and newborn photography.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much for having this interview with me today. Thank you for coming here to Estonia. You had a pretty long travel.
Yeah, I did.
Me too. Mine was only 2 hours, and I enjoy the town, the city, the country so far very much. To get back to your question, I'm a self-made man, and I do what I want, and I do whenever I want it. And if I find interest in something, I do it for a couple of years, and then I probably find something else. That's why I have such an experience in many different businesses. And when I was 20, I moved to America. I became a fashion model. So I worked with all the big photographers in the 90s, like Bruce Weber, Mario Testino, Stephen Meisel, all of the big guys. And I suddenly discovered my love for photography, and I started shooting for the agencies like Elite and Wilhelmina. I shoot the models, and I became a fashion photographer. And that's my way in getting into the photography world. And I did this for a couple of years, and then I got my heart broken. I was with this girl and she broke my heart, and then I started writing songs. I bought a guitar and I writing songs, and I discovered my love for music. And so I said, okay, now I want to become a rock star. So I was a model, I was a fashion photographer, and then I said, I want to be a rock star.
Okay.
And I did this. I moved back to Germany, and I wrote my songs, and I recorded my first album, and then I go on tour. And I was very successal with this.
You had a tour?
Yeah.
I watched one of the videos you were wearing the T-shirt with Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
And I was really, surprised.
Yeah.
Like such a brutal man can make a photo shoot of a newborn baby because it used to like a girl who are, very cute and something like that. That's so uncommon. Okay, continue.
So I was a rock star and I did this for 10 years and I traveled the world. I was on tour with Bryan Adams and Uriah Heep and Man Up Mate.
Wow.
Yeah, and I did my own tours as well. And no one helped me. Never ever. So I had to do it myself. I had my own management. I had my own production company and I did everything myself. So I learned the hard way, but I learned it so I could do it myself. And everything I do in life, I do myself without any help. And that made me strong and it made me innovative. So I have to put my own thoughts into it. How can I be successful in what I love? Because this is the most important thing. To be successful, you need to love what you do.
Okay.
If you do it for the money only, you will not be successful, at least not for a long time, because the money cannot buy you love. The money cannot buy you happiness. You can be happy for a little bit, spending the money, but then you go back to work and you're not happy. That's not for me, at least, And then of course, I became a father. My baby girl was born. Her name is Emma. She's 11 years old. And we were in the hospital and the newborn photographer in the hospital came up to us to take some pictures. And I saw them and I thought they're really, really horrible.
That was that the photos were really horrible, or
the photos from the hospital photographers were really horrible. And I said, okay, but I'm a photographer, I do this myself, cannot be so difficult. So I went to IKEA, I bought a basket, I bought some blankets, and I put my baby in like this.
So
I thought, this
was it better than the hospital photographer, or?
I'm not sure. It was very difficult.
Yeah,
it was a struggle, and then my baby was crying, and and I go, oh man, but I fell in love with this kind of photography. And I said, okay, you know what? I quit the rock star now because now it's time for me to be papa. But I still need a business. I need to provide for my family. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh.
And that was 11 years ago. And everybody told me, you're crazy. Who needs this shit? And how are you going to do it? And I said, I will do it. And I was the first one in Munich, where I'm from. And so it was pretty obvious that this would be successful.
Why it was so obvious for you? Because as you said, that the market was really different. That was really different, and there is no demand. And how you really felt that that would be success.
The demand was there already through hospital photography, because people wanted to have pictures of their baby.
So you saw that.
And even 11 years ago, the cell phone was not so active. The cameras were not so good, and people were not... of course, you can take a picture with and before they take a picture with the Polaroid, people always love to take pictures because it's memories and they want to share and keep memories. So now they have the cell phones, they take pictures, but it's still not professional. And that's why still the photographers in the hospital, they do some business. But it's just because people don't know that newborn photography exists. We're talking about clients, because we cannot compare ourselves with the clients, because the clients, they don't know until they're pregnant. The clients don't know that there's newborn photography until they have a baby and looking for it. If you want to get married, you look for a wedding photographer. If you just want to ride the bike and kiss, you don't look for wedding photographer, right? So this is the time of your life. This is the need of your life. And that's when you start searching. And so there was always a demand, and there will always be a demand. So I started with the newborn photography, and I said, okay, I'll open up my own studio, and everybody said, you're crazy and you cannot afford, and this is...
Oh, it's from the very beginning, you open your studio.
Yeah, I said, I need a studio. If I do it, I do it right, always.
So no domestic, or how to say it, photo shoot at parents' houses.
No, this is possible, but it's like a little bit more complicated because you have to grab your stuff and put it in the car and take it on. No, I started right away with the studio. And the first 2 months, obviously, I did not have any clients, but I still had to pay my rent.
And what did you feel at that time?
No pressure, because I was able to do other business. Sitting in my studio, and I'm always good with like making websites for other people, making flyers, making some graphics or whatever, and that's how I could pay my rent. And I focused on my marketing. I focused on how can I reach people, and I made flyers and I put it on cars even, and I go to baby conferences, like not like this, like not photography conferences, but like baby conferences where they sell diapers and cradles and all the stuff for babies, for parents. And I go there, and then I go in the parking lot and I put my flyers and all that stuff. Yeah, but this is crazy, but it's a waste of time, I tell you honestly.
Yeah.
And so in the meantime, okay, how you get find, how people find you actually, and this is only working through Google and not through Facebook, not through Instagram. Instagram and Facebook is for photographers. Photographers find you there. Clients don't find you there. Everybody will say clients find you on Instagram. It's absolutely bullshit. It's not working. It's not working. You can get way more clients.
That's one point of view, to be honest, because I have another one. But for your Google worked.
Absolutely.
And still it is working for you.
I was on number 1 right away.
Okay.
And
let's check.
in the beginning,
okay.
I had like 10 calls a day.
Okay.
The demand of newborn photographers in Munich, it's very high.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Still? It's very high. It was high, or it's still very high?
It's the same. It's just the way we think about it.
That's what we were talking about before during the breakfast.
Yeah.
Yes? This is a story. You mean, I really liked the way of thinking. You said that you visited a lot of different countries and you see a lot of similarity. You see the same market, the same features.
Yeah, it's all the same. Wherever you go, there's love, there's happiness, there's demand, kind of like wishes, unfulfilled wishes. Everywhere you go, it's the same. People are the same. We all live on the same planet. So people in Italy, they complain. People in Germany complain. People in Russia, people in America, they complain about the same things.
Okay.
And I said, it's not. You need to solve your problem, and there's no problem.
You mean complaining on what?
Oh, this is difficult. Exactly. It's so difficult. No, this don't work here. No clients here. Clients in Italy are different than clients in Germany. No, clients are clients. And you think McDonald's say this in every country? Oh, in this country we don't eat McDonald's. No, in this country they don't like McDonald's. No, just make a little preparation. If you go to McDonald's in Asia, of course they have some soil on it, for example.
Some features.
Yes, but they still sell McDonald's and they still sell their product everywhere because we are humans and we all, if we love this, we love this, we all think the same and we all feel the same. And what do we want? We want love. We want affection. We want to be happy. We want to be successful. We want to have a great time in life. So, and we have needs, we have urges, right? And newborn photography worldwide officially works, and everybody, and I mean, you have cultural things you need to take care of, but still, even in Dubai, for example, or in the Emirates, or wherever you go, they want to have pictures of your baby. Maybe not
neat,
fancy as we do it here, because then people are more open-minded, more closed, more cultural, more religious, and you have to take all of this into consideration. The business, the newborn photography business, the family photography business is still on the rise, and it will become huge, as the same as the wedding photography, for example. I think wedding photography, you make the most money This is because people marry, and it's a tradition to take pictures. For newborns, it's not a tradition, but it will come and maybe become a tradition. So it's still a very good market to invest in and to educate yourself in.
And what do you expect during the future 10 years, for example, how the market maybe will change, or which trends will appear? What will happen in 10 years?
It will grow. It will be a oversaturation of photographers, because obviously this is a very, very beautiful industry. This is a very beautiful job to work with newborns, or in general with pregnant women in the field of family photography. This is a very, very beautiful subject, and it will be oversaturated with photographers. So the competition will increase, absolutely. Therefore, if you want to be on top, you need to work on yourself. Doesn't mean you need to buy more props, doesn't mean to buy more different lights, doesn't mean to buy more lenses. Just educate yourself, bring your search engine optimization a little bit higher. People need to find you, focus on the essentials, focus on the basics, and just continue to do what you love and do it with passion. So that's what's going to happen. And in 20 years, in 30 years, in 40 years, if we don't blow up, there would still be interest in newborn photography, and even more, because now this is a very young niche of photography. It's only like, say, maybe 10 years. People are actually finding out that there's such a thing of post-newborn photography, for example. And it will grow. It will grow.
How do you think, if compare, for example, our maternity photography market and newborn photography market, what is more popular?
I think newborn photography, because when the girls are pregnant, they're not so confident about taking pictures. So this is the only reason, because only confident people, only confident women who love their body, who love their pregnancy, want to celebrate this. I mean, I can only imagine, but being pregnant is, I think it's it's hell.
Yes,
have
some disadvantages.
Yeah. So you need to be secure about yourself, and you need to really love your body in this period of time. And even let me get back to the newborn photography before, because I started as a newborn photographer, but pretty soon become a maternity photographer.
Yeah.
And that's when I really dive into this subject, because I prefer maternity photography over newborn photography. And so I specialize in maternity photography. For newborn photography, if you want to, you have more opportunities, because you have more props, you have more scenarios you can build, and more details you have to take care of or pay attention to. And I'm a man. I'm pretty basic, and I want to have a great workflow, and it needs to go quick, because I don't want to spend 4 hours with the shooting, and I don't want to spend another 4 hours on the retouching. That's just not how I operate. And if I make 500 euro with this shooting and I count the hours, then I have a daily rate. I have an hourly rate of maybe 50 euros. And that's not worth it. I want to work quicker. That's why I developed a very fast workflow for myself. The shooting is done in maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to ask, because I watched your video, and you said that you have your own, kind of formula. Yeah. And then newborn photo shoot usually for you takes around 45 minutes or something like that. And that's my question. Yeah. How you did it, because usually it takes around 3 hours more or less, but around that. Yeah. What is your formula?
The formula is you keep it simple. You just keep it simple, and you don't wake the baby, and that's all you need to know.
Don't wake the baby.
Yeah, wake the baby. And if you do all
sounds easier and
fantastic poses, then obviously this is a lot of work for the baby, and this is tiring for the baby, but not in a good way. And therefore now you have to pay the price. If you were willing to pay the price, and then you work for 4 hours or for 5 hours, and then you have a lot of noise in the room and everybody's exhausted, and if this is how you want to do it, obviously the pictures look very beautiful if you make all these poses. Nothing is, it's okay for me. It's just, what do you want? Do you like this? Or it's just tiring, or it's like exhausting, you're sweating, and hopefully everything goes right. This is your decision. If it makes you happy, then go for it. Me, it didn't make me happy. I'm sweating. Just laugh. Okay, I do it. And I'm done. I said, no. If I want to continue working this, I should not sweat. I should be happy, put the baby, tack. Okay, we're done. And everybody's, are you happy? Yes, I'm very happy. Okay, then I'm happy too. There. Okay. Then, because it's a matter of, who am I doing this for? Am I doing this for myself, or am I doing this for the client? And the client chooses me because he likes my pictures. And you have different poses, and you have naked, and you have all of these different scenarios. And that's great. It just depends on the client. What does he want? And people, they come to me, and this is my pictures. That's what you get. I know how to do it in 45 minutes. And that's all. And if you want something different, if they tell me you're on the phone, no, I want this and that, no, I'm not doing it. And then, but I can tell you who do it, and you can go there. So you need to know what you're able to do. You need to know what you want to do.
That's maybe the clue, that the main point you always stress. Also, before the interview, we have had a talk with Mikael, and you always stress one thing: do what you love.
Yeah.
That you focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And could you please just give us some tips how it's possible to make, maybe just shortly describe your workflow, how it's possible to make the whole newborn photo shoot for 45 minutes?
No, I will not.
That's your commercial.
This is my secret.
Okay.
And people pay a lot of money to learn this. I tell you honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'd rather make a video and sell it. And that's business. I'm yeah, but I'm strictly business.
Yeah, you're a business-oriented person.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But business which is fun. Not business that's exhausting or don't make me happy, then I don't do it. I find something. This is my life. I have only one life.
Yes.
And I want to make it very beautiful. And I want to put a lot of beautiful things into my life.
Okay.
As well the work. And the work needs to make me happy. And I'm self-employed. That means I can choose what I want, and I can make my own decisions. So I'm not depending on nobody. If I get out of school and I study because I want to be working for a company, okay, it's my decision. So I go there and I get my instructions. I get my instructions and I do what the boss say. And if this is something for me, if this make me happy, and I said, yeah, okay, I like to get orders. Okay, please tell me. Okay, I do what you want, and you pay me. Okay, that's fine for me. And then I go home, and then I can sleep, and the next morning I come again. And if this is what you like, then this is perfect for you. For me, it don't work.
If somebody give you a lot of money and just say, Mikael, don't work for yourself. I have just kind of instruction to be, let you be my employee. But I can pay you a lot of money. What will you answer?
It depends of the time of my life and the situation I'm in. As long as I'm successful for myself and happy, I will never take an offer like this, because I will make the same money, because I make some good money, I tell you this. And I'm not struggling. So, how much money are we talking about?
If you want, you can share. Are you ready for that? How much money?
If you give me a million, then I give me 1 million, I work for you. Right? Or if you give me a million, I work 2 years for you.
I don't think twice.
You give me a million, okay.
Okay. So it depends on their, how much.
10 hours a day. That's only, not more.
Okay, it depends on their how much that their person can pay.
Of course, we're all for the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I was impressed by your masterclass schedule before the COVID time. It was China, Russia, Japan, something else, just for each 5 days or something like that. You had masterclass in different countries. How it happened? How you became so popular and so self-confident to be able to organize so many masterclasses in all over the world?
Sometimes I'm misunderstood because people think I'm a newborn photographer, which I'm not. I started with newborn photography and I do newborn photography, but I consider myself as a portrait photographer with the focus on maternity photography, because maternity photography for me is very aesthetic and very simple for me to do. So I put my focus on maternity photography, and then I was thinking, how can I be different from all of the other photographers out there right now? Like 10 years ago, there was not much of competition in maternity photography, because you had the sepia and you had the hearts and you had the ribbon and kiss the belly and all that stuff. And I said, come on, let's pop it up a little bit, you know. I come from fashion photography. Let's make it modern and fashion oriented. And so that sounds nice. Okay, Mikael Steve, maternity photography workshops. Fashion, modern and fashion oriented maternity photography workshops by Mikael Steve. That sounds nice. Let's do it. And I started with my first workshops in the field of maternity photography in Germany. And I had my own group in Germany, like my own Facebook group. It was sold out in 5 minutes. And I said, okay, if this works in Germany, let's try Italy, let's try France, let's try all of the countries. And of course, I became popular through Facebook. And I had a lot of followers there, and just make the round, and you know how they're organized already, and they are in groups. And if you tell one, he will tell 20. And so I go to Paris. It's sold out twice in 2 days in 5 minutes. And I said, okay, let's get out of Europe. Let's try America. Let's try, and then you get inquiries from conferences, from big conferences in Brazil or in China. I had a conference with 25,000 photographers.
Wow.
Yeah, that was pretty nice, and still kind of a little bit weird. And I only...
And what was weird?
Oh, the food was weird. Everything you put on the table had eyes. You know, you don't even know. I said, what is this? We don't know, but it has eyes. Let's eat it. And I only eat bananas and rice. Yeah, and I cannot eat the gluten, you know, so I have a problem, you know. I cannot eat bread, I cannot eat noodles back, because then when I eat something with ice, not ice again, please. In the soup, they have some ice, and everywhere is ice. And yeah, it was kind of weird. But it's still an experience, you know. And yeah, I was just the first one, and I was the first one who did it differently. And that's actually what inspired me to be different than others. Don't go on the same train, you know. Follow your own path, make your own rules, be different, be innovative, and that's what's the key to success in life.
And how to find your own style, because a lot of photography think about it, and that's challenging for a lot of photographers.
And absolutely, but that's the difference between being successful and not being successful. How innovative you are. Not everybody can be a star. That's how it is.
But how you became a star? Do you feel yourself like a star?
No, people will put you in this frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just myself. I know who I am, and if you think I'm a star, then I'm a star for you. That's okay. I'll be your star.
But you said that not everyone gonna be your star. But if I want to be, not a star, just to be different, just to be successful.
Yeah, but you want to be a pop star, but you cannot sing. You want to be a pop star, but you cannot dance. You want to be a pop star, you don't know how to try, how to sell yourself. You want to be a pop star, but you don't have the presence. Then you can want to be a pop star, and you can invest a lot of money in yourself, and you can buy the best clothes, and you can go buy dancing lessons and singing lessons, but you're still not a pop star because you're not a star because you don't shine.
You don't shine?
How to shine?
How to shine?
Yeah, this is
Just it's something internal. What is it? Is it your talent which you got in birth, or what? Or it's your education? It's your way of developing yourself all the time, or what is it? Or for time, or
I don't know. What I can say, if you are a soccer player, if you're a young soccer player, 12 years old, and you want to be a Ronaldo, you want to be a very successful soccer star. Okay, what do you need? You need to have talent, and you need to be willing to work on yourself harder than everybody else. And then eventually, if you're a little bit lucky and you don't break your leg, and you continue all of this, and you're in the right time at the right spot, you're gonna be the next Ronaldo, maybe. So and this is what life has into you, what life has prepared for you. It's not your decision.
Who knows?
It's not your decision, and it's not your decision you get born on this day, and it's not your decision you die on this day, and what comes in between. Okay, you work a little bit on it, but the rest, just let the universe take care of it. And that's how I see it. But be busy, be nice to each other, spread some love, and willing to work on yourself. Cannot be a lazy ass, but even if you're lazy ass, sometimes you're lucky and you win a lottery.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Well, what I say in general, don't stress, work on yourself, educate yourself, and good luck. There's no recipe.
Do what you love, or work on yourself, and
good luck.
And good luck. Just
Yeah, there's no recipe, there's no guarantee.
No guarantee.
No.
Life doesn't give us, any guarantee.
No. Just be patient, be nice to each other, believe a little bit in karma, believe a little bit in yourself. I mean, that's the most important thing. Don't let people walk over you. Don't let people disrespect you. Work on yourself, always do your best, and believe in yourself. And more advice. That's what I would tell my children too. That's how I raise children.
What I face too all the time, because a lot of photographers, maternity and newborn photographers are women. And there is one feature which I always face too, that a lot of girls who studied photography, who are making their first steps, they're really not confident in what they are doing. And how to find this confidence?
Through consistency, through practice, through experience. There's no other way. And until then, you gotta fake it until you make it. Yeah, smile, and it's all good.
Yeah. Mikael, yesterday I was at your performance, and you really rocked. And the audience, I saw that they were so impressed by your masterclasses, but they were inspired. They talked a lot about that. And we also, yesterday we spoke about how to be a star, how to find your own style, how to be successful. And I have one more question for you. Just not to be a star, but how to become more self-confident. What can you recommend, especially for newcomers who just started their journey in photography?
The self-confidence comes from yourself. It cannot come from outside. So I think you have this or you don't have this. And if you don't have this, maybe have the opportunity to kind of play a role and overplay it. Because, you have shy people and you have extroverted, introverted people. Everybody's different.
just pretending to be self-confident. Just
Yep.
try to be.
Yeah, exactly. Fake it until you make it. That's what I say. Me as a speaker or being on stage, I was on stage in front of 60,000 people, in front of 20,000 people when I was a rock star. For me, this is very easy and entertaining for me, for myself. I just love it, and I don't have a problem with this. I really enjoy it, and I think that's when it comes across for the other people, because obviously on stage, I say you can fool some people sometimes, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. That means you can play a role sometimes, but sooner or later people will find out that then you're not genuine anymore. And you can be genuine or original, being a very nice person or being a very bad person or being a very shining person or whatever, but at least be genuine. And as I say again, not everybody wants to be a speaker, not everybody wants to be on stage. It's about people have a studio, have a business. It's important for your clients that you come across as someone who's a specialist and someone who knows what he do. And even as a photographer, you know what you do. You're very self-confident with your work. You're very self-confident with the way you treat the baby or you treat the client. And this should be something, you have to work on. This is very important because people will feel this.
But what do you think that more experience, you are more confident?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you should not be so hard on yourself.
Okay.
Push yourself. I mean, until in the beginning, you need to push yourself until a certain level, and then it should be good. You should relax and trust yourself and trust your instincts, and as well have some trust in life, because life will do it.
Okay. And also, you said, especially for the beginners, it's not enough to be an expert and professional in what you're doing to have a good portfolio. You said that also it's very important point to be visible. What does it mean for you? What do you mean just to be visible?
You mean visible, so people find you, clients find you. And for me, Google always worked. To be on number one in your city as your maternity photographer, as your newborn photographer, when people search for you, because they obviously still use Google.
Work on your promotion, work on your marketing, just to work.
Not in general marketing. And marketing is like sending out flyers and laying it to the doctors and standing in front of the hospital and pass it on or put it on some cars.
Oh, you said that it doesn't work anymore.
No, if you're in a big city, you don't have the chance of people walking by your studio and discovering you. This works in very small places, in very small villages. If you're the studio, if you have the photo studio in small places, this will go word by mouth. If you live in a big city, the only chance you have to be visible on Google. So that means you need to be on number one. You need to be on page number one. If you're happening on page number 2 or 3, you're not visible. So you will not have any clients, and you can be the best photographer in your city, but people don't know about you. You will not make money.
And you said that that's the difference for you from your experience between the first to be at the first in the list of Google and the fifth. Just about 10,000 euros or something like that.
In a city like Munich, if you are number one in Google on first page, number one, or you're on first page number 5 or 6, for me it made a difference of 10,000 euro.
Yeah, that's much.
So you lose money.
And we started to talk about business, and I can ask this question: how COVID and some political and economical situation influence on your business? Just did it influence somehow for you or not?
It did not influence my bank account, but it influenced my photography business. It influenced my business as a traveling workshopper or appearance on stages, on conferences, because there was no clients called, obviously, because it was forbidden. So you cannot shoot. I cannot travel. I cannot do conferences because it was a worldwide situation. But I can tell you this: it did not affect my bank account.
how it works? How it didn't influence on your bank account?
Yeah.
What did you do at that time?
Yeah, because my focus is not only lying on daily business. My focus is not lying on photography or conferences. I have many branches. I have many different businesses. So that's a great advice to everybody.
Diversificate your way of doing your business. I mean, in different spheres, in different fields.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You cannot rely on only one source of income.
Okay.
If you do this, you get in trouble. But I mean, I'm in this business for a long time, and I'm a money machine.
Your money machine?
Yeah, for myself. Yeah, I like money and I like to make money, so I have to be innovative, and I have to think of different ways to make money.
And can you mention what I do and what are you making except photography?
Well, this is business related, obviously. But I have my photo contests, and which are very successful. The AFNS Award, very, very successful since 7 years. And of course, I have video workshops, and then I create some actions and some textures, and so this is a great way of income.
So you have some digital online products also?
Yes.
Okay, I see. And also about online scenes, about different modern scenes. We also talked about that yesterday, about AI. Yes, AI, about neural networks. What is your opinion about that? Do you use it in your photography life?
Yes, I do use it. It's fantastic. I really, really love it. I'm a big fan of, for example, Midjourney.
Okay.
You can use it as a photographer. You should use it for example, creating your own backdrops, your own digital backdrops.
Yeah.
Use it in your photography. You can use it for creating scenarios, and you can use those scenarios to kind of copy or influence you, and then you create something and then go and shoot it.
Scenarios, photo shooting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is amazing. And obviously AI or the Midjourney in particular will not replace you as a photographer. This is just a very stupid way of thinking, because we are still working with humans, and you cannot everybody's crying about it. This will take away our work, this will take away our business, and blah blah. This is bullshit. It's absolute crap, because people will come and they want to have their real baby pictures taken of the real baby. And what can you do with AI? Nothing.
So don't be afraid of that.
No, why? Why would you? I mean, people are always bitching, always complaining, instead of like going forward and get up, the complaining I hate. It's ridiculous.
Oh, you hate complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Don't fucking complain. Just do something.
Just do your best and find that the best option
exactly.
is from what you have now. Yeah.
This will destroy my business, and then you don't even have a business, because if you would have a business, and you make money, and you're not scared of anything, and you know what? Even if it's hard, and even if there's some competition, and they complain about competition, come on. Do I complain about competition? No, there is no competition. There is no competition, and if there's a competition comes close to me, I will step up. And I try to be better, or try to reinvent something. Danke, der war für dich. Dankeschön.
So don't focus on the disadvantages, just focus on the advantages and the opportunities.
Yeah, be innovative and work on yourself constantly. Then you don't have a reason to complain.
Cool.
I mean, life is life. Life is life. And you get what you deserve, and some people have it hard. You don't you think I have it hard sometimes?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. We all live on the same planet, and my opinion about this: life gives you what you can take. You get as much as you can take. And obviously, I can take a lot, because I get it bomb all the time, and Do I break down? Do I cry? Do I complain? Oh, I don't care.
And what helped you just to come over?
Just a great mindset. Just learning from experience, learning from life, because you get up, you get beat down, you stand up and you walk.
Stand up and keep on going.
What other chance do you have? And this is life. And you know, people have it harder than me. And people have it harder than you, and you think you have it hard. No, there's people, they have not such a good time, but maybe still happy.
And to be honest, I really enjoy your way of thinking, your mindset.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for inspiration.
You're very welcome. You know, I'm very straight to the point, and I'm not playing around or try to make it sound nice. No, well, you get it in the face, because life gives it to you in the face too, and then get up.
I really appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
And I suppose you too would really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Mikael. Thank you for the interview like this. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, guys.
Ну что, как вам ощущения после интервью? Я бы хотела тоже поделиться своими впечатлениями, самыми главными, наверное, для себя выводами из этого интервью. И я думаю, что вы поняли все, что прям такой красной нитью через все интервью мы возвращались к одному и тому же тезису о том, что просто любите то, что вы делаете. Спросите сперва себя, что вам нравится, и от этого уже отталкивайтесь в своих дальнейших действиях. С некоторыми вещами с Микаэлем я не совсем согласна. Например, он четко сделал акцент о том, что для него самый главный инструмент привлечения клиентов — это Google, и это прям супер-супер важный инструмент, и нужно топить именно за него. И Инстаграм — это так себе история, это больше история для того, чтобы привлекать фотографов, а не клиентов на фотосъемки. Но на самом деле скажу следующее, что просто есть определенные особенности покупательского поведения в разных странах. И действительно, в некоторых странах Европы, не всех, США, Канада, я от этого тоже неоднократно слышала от своих коллег, что одним из основных ключевых каналов продвижения является Google. И насколько высоко в поисковой выдаче находится ваш сайт. Но, возможно, просто мои коллеги не пробовали другие, многие десятки инструментов, за счет которых можно также привлекать клиентов. Наверное, один из тоже важных тезисов, который я бы хотела подчеркнуть, и я с ним очень согласна, о том, что ньюборн-фотография станет в будущем такой же нормой, как и свадебная фотография. То есть если свадьба, то мы понимаем, неважно, в какой стране она происходит, неважно, какие обычаи, традиции, религиозные взгляды, обычно все-таки принято приглашать фотографа. Вот я согласна с тезисом Микаэля, что ньюборн-фотография станет настолько же как бы нормой для жизни во многих странах, и эта ниша однозначно будет расти. Наверное, один из таких моментов, который можно было бы подискуссировать о том, что ньюборн-съемка более популярна, чем съемка беременности, из-за того, что женщина не всегда чувствует себя комфортно, уверенно в своей теле, уверенно в своей внешности и с большей охотой выбирает съемку новорожденного малыша. Но, тем не менее, интересное мнение. Я, наверное, тоже тут больше соглашусь. Ну, возможно, это из-за того, что я ньюборн-фотограф. По поводу диверсификации. Вот это, наверное, то, о чем я раньше не настолько фокусировала свое внимание. Что такое диверсификация? Это такой бабушкин рецепт: не клади яйца в одну корзину. Потому что фотографы часто сосредотачиваются работать в узкой нише, в ньюборн-фотографии, и все. И когда мы с Микаэлем говорили про то, как повлиял COVID, экономические обстоятельства, политические события на его бизнес, он сказал, если вы вспомните следующее, о том, что это повлияло на мой бизнес, но это не повлияло на мой банковский счет. В смысле того, что когда он не мог работать с клиентами из-за локдауна, он переключился на другие способы заработка. И это для него конкретно были сферы также так или иначе связаны с фотографией. Это в его случае что-то связано, может быть, с дизайном, с продажей онлайн-услуг. Но для фотографа на самом деле ведь есть куча других также способов заработка. Кто-то из ньюборн-фотографов, который любит шить, открывает проб с магазина или, по крайней мере, продает какую-то часть реквизита. Однозначно фотографы, и я, кстати, с одним из таких ретушеров работала, может стать ретушером. Кто-то сдает свою фотостудию в аренду, кто-то сдает реквизит в аренду, кто-то начинает заниматься нарядами для фотосессий каких-то более масштабных, например, фотосессии беременности, какие-то фотопроекты организовывает, кто-то занимается дополнительно еще маркетингом и продвижением. То есть всегда стоит подумать о том, какой еще дополнительный источник дохода, помимо фотографии, если у вас достаточно свободного времени, вы могли бы использовать. Это хороший тезис, и об этом точно стоит подумать. Я надеюсь, что вы кайфанули от этого интервью. Напишите, пожалуйста, какие вы для себя сделали выводы, есть ли они у вас вообще какие-то, и стоит ли продолжать мою инициативу по тому, чтобы брать интервью и у всяких известных фотографов, как-то звучит не очень, у известных фотографов в сфере детской и семейной фотографии.
Thank you, Mike.
Ilya, come on, relax.
Cut. Interview the second.
Please. Yes. Thank you. That it works.
Okay.
Yeah, finally we did it. Thank you for the second round.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Oh, yeah,
much.
it was a new question, so that was interesting.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I tried
Putting
to be
some
not so
thoughts into
boring.
it.